couple of dealies here. They're not related, but they are wacky. First of all, I'm a connoisseur of Animal Planet. I ignore all the liberal bias there, but I don't think animals are anywhere near equal to human beings. Right. But I dig people who do. They're incredible entertainment for me. And to me, one of the biggest scams that there have been are the so-called animal whisperers.
The whisperers.
Oh, yeah.
Are animal psychiatrists.
Right.
I've said it on the show many times. The animal psychiatrist is done at the point they ask the people the name of their pet. If you're a psychiatrist and you can read their mind, psychic, not psychiatrist. Same thing though.
They are the
I'd like to see them lay down and talk to a dog, though.
Yeah, the ones who say they're psychic and they can understand the dog, but they don't know the dog's name. To me, that just ask the dog.
Nor its sex.
Right. Well.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
that's Mark Garnett.
Right.
By the way, Cocky ran a 5.540.
Yep, well done. The Animal Planet
in mascot feet.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the Animal Planet has now ordered a series called The Skunk Whisperer.
I'd like to see that guy.
Now, this will be
Smelly, I bet.
This will be a show that will not that will
It'll
deal
bump.
You're going to love this title that will deal with multi-use whispers.
Oh,
I mean, we got all sorts of specialties of whisperers, including New Zealand's Faye Rogers. Are you ready for this? She is singled out for her ability to communicate with worms.
that ain't true. Now wait a minute, Rick. We fiddled for worms. That's kind of like communicating with them.
Well, great.
You ever fiddled for worms?
Yes, we have.
Speaking of you from Mississippi, you ain't never fiddled for worms. When you put the stick in the ground, you rub it, and they start coming up out of the ground.
Oh yeah.
When you slide a hook into a worm and get ready to throw them into the water, I really would like to know what they're going through.
Yeah.
I know yellow slime means something because they put that off when you do that.
That's right.
We have also.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
We also have Bill Northern. How about this? Bill Northern says that he would like to let us all know that cats merely appear wily because the problem they have is we're not asking them specific questions. We're being too general in our communication with them.
What?
See, and I agree with that 100%.
Right.
I mean, seriously, are we not all guilty of doing that? Who owns a cat?
Well, I recently owned
You
one.
talking about socks?
Yeah, we've got 3 cats. We've
Getting
got
a dog
one.
Rover next
Where
week.
was socks last night when I came in? I didn't see him.
We got it. We put him in the bathroom.
Thank God.
That's nice. Just lock your cat up.
Yeah, but
It's a big
Socks doesn't drink.
Right. You have how many cats, Garnett?
I have 3. We've got 3, 2 that we like, one that if it gets a little bit bigger, we'll have it for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, a cat makes for good eating. People don't realize that, but you put a cat on a spit, you rotisserie, you kind of saute it or barbecue it and let it sit up, and saunter for about saunter. Is that the right word?
I'm not sure.
For a day or two, and then you get it into a spit, a pit in the backyard. There's nothing wrong with that. 15, 20-pound cat.
Your cat lovers are
apple
going
in
to
its
love you.
mouth.
But hey, different parts of the world, they do eat dogs.
I don't know what's your situation, but it's starting to become more clear to me when I tried to give you my cat why it returned.
You know what? And that, by the way, talking about a whisperer, y'all know that Rick and Sherry gave us their cat. They live about 5 miles from us. We drove the cat to our house in a box where it couldn't see out the window, as if that's going to make a difference. It got out of our house. We thought it disappeared. We avoided Rick and Sherry like the plague for about a week, so we wouldn't have to explain to them that their cat's been eaten by a wolverine.
Yeah.
And then about a week later, Rick called and said, "Hey, man, my cat's on the back porch."
You know what's
That is wild.
You know what's
psychic.
Let me tell you what's cruel about our friendship, though. Sherry found out she was allergic to cats, so we had to give our cat to the Garnetts, who are cat lovers.
It sounds like it. That meal
Garnett,
we
I may have to
described
give you mine before it's all
I
over.
wasn't being specific. I mean, maybe it's love to eat.
I understand.
But when I came home, this cat had come 5 miles back to our house, and it spooked me because cats give you that look like I'll kill you in your sleep. Mm-hmm. And he had that look on his face like, did you try to get rid of me? Did you try to take me somewhere else? And so I thought to myself, I know my wife's allergic to you, but you made it back 5 miles. If I let you go again, what will you do? So, but I knew the cat was back. The Garnetts didn't know that I knew. So I kept asking them how the cat was doing.
Oh, that's great.
I was out of town. I'd call, and Lynn would be like, Rick called again, and he's asked how the cat's doing. Can you not, for the love, please, can you give him a call and just come clean?
Yeah. And then we had the lunch, and I said, please tell me everything's okay with the cat. And Mark's just looking at me. I said, the kids and Sherry will not be able to handle something's happened to that kid.
Rick, I still.
No,
Oh, it was great. You would have done it to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, if you think that's not crazy enough from Animal Planet, have you heard this guy, Republican from where? Speedy in the Wacky World segment?
Rick.
Have you heard this yet?
All I know is his name is Phil Davison, and he has this crazy campaign speech, Rick. And I don't really know what market he is in. Hopefully he'll tell us. But he is.
Well, he's upset about the state treasury situation.
Yeah, he is, and he's standing. He's standing up in front of, I would guess, maybe some media or something. He's got a black suit on, black tie, a little Caesar type haircut, and here he is. He announces to everyone who he is. Take a listen.
Please watch this and listen.
My name is Phil Davison, and I am seeking our party's nomination for the position of Stark County Treasurer on November 10th. November of 2010. Excuse me.
Look nervous.
In terms of my background,
Nervous,
I am
stammering.
from the village of Minerva, where I am serving my 13th year of elected service as a Minerva Council member. In terms of education, I have a bachelor's degree in sociology,
So do I.
a bachelor's degree in history, a master's degree in public administration,
Look, he's saying.
And no degree in communication.
and a master's degree in communication.
Oh, my God! Did you see me on the
In terms of elections
Gave you a
across
little
Stark
shut-up.
County, I have represented our party twice on the county ballot in both the primary and the general elections.
What's he
When
so
I
mad
ran
about?
for Stark
Just
County
listen.
Clerk of
Just
Courts in
listen. Don't
1996
stop listening.
And Stark County
Gold.
Commissioner in 2000, and I will not apologize for my tone tonight.
He's going to apologize for his
I
tone.
have been a Republican in times good, and I have been a Republican in times bad.
Oh, I
He's not rusty.
look at him pacing.
Look at him pacing.
Staring at everybody.
Albert Einstein issued one of my most favorite quotes
You had to check
in
his
the
notes.
history of the spoken word, and it is as follows.
He gets it wrong.
In the middle of opportunity,
Greg, watch him.
excuse me, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I'm going to repeat that so I have clarity tonight. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity.
Darn right.
This is the opportunity we've been waiting for.
I know everybody's laughing.
Oops,
The Stark County Treasurer's Office is a mess.
Yeah.
It is in dire need of structure and guidance.
Rocky's Rondo.
And now is the time to seize this opportunity with an aggressive campaign and an even more aggressive campaigner.
Is this Howard Dean?
If nominated tonight, I promise each and every person in this room, I will hit the ground running, come out swinging, and end up winning.
I like the
Send
finger
a
point.
message tonight to the people of Stark County and to the people of the Stark County Democratic Party. We're tired of business as usual. Drastic times require what?
I hate to say this, but I don't think we got the tools here to pull this off.
Thank you. Drastic times require drastic measures.
Look, he's in everybody's
Pleasure
face.
to get hold of.
Tolerate incompetence and irresponsibility.
All right, Speedy. I got
Rick.
This is what Greg looked like last
I wanna
night
go
when he got
back.
the cup thrown at him.
All right, he just showed snapping. I want him to go back. I got to hear the Einstein quote
tries to
again,
quote
and I don't
Einstein.
want anybody to say a word. Let's watch him think he builds up this quote as the greatest quote that he loves, and then he gets it
delivered
wrong
it with passion
and got it wrong.
and got it wrong.
All right,
A master's degree in public
so I love that. I love
health, and I will not apologize for my tone tonight.
No, you don't apologize.
I like when he
I
bows
have been
up.
a Republican in times good, and I have been a Republican in times bad.
He's squalling.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Look, looking for a spot. I'm running roughshod on everybody.
Yeah.
Look.
Albert Einstein issued one of my most favorite quotes
Yeah, obviously.
in the history of the spoken word, and it is as follows. In the middle of opportunity, excuse me, in the middle of difficulty lies lies of opportunity. I'm going to repeat that so I have clarity.
Rick,
In the
listen.
middle of difficulty
Let's go
lies
back.
opportunity.
Hold on. Let's go back. Listen.
I want him. I
Okay.
want this over here.
Okay, but listen,
Yeah, his
listen,
quote.
listen. In between when he messes up, I want you to listen to his breath. He goes,
Look, another thing I've noticed, Speedy, they're bleeping out something on here. Have you noticed this? Is he mumbling like cuss words that they're watch
No,
how,
I think he's hyperventilating.
yeah. I think he's like,
He is.
watch the video. All right,
It's almost like he's asthmatic.
let's hear when he realizes he gets it wrong.
he's running
He's just
roughshod.
puffing.
My favorite look. He's walking around looking at. Hold on.
Watch how they bleep his mouth though. Go back to the walking. Go back when he's walking around.
He's
All
right
right,
here.
Here it is.
This one's bad.
All right, now watch him right. Look, great. Yo, anybody got anything to say? Now watch right here when he comes back. Bleep. Did you see that? They covered his mouth.
Listen.
Albert Einstein issued one of my most favorite quotes in the history of the spoken word, and it is as follows.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
There it was. Go ahead.
In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I'm going to repeat that so I have clarity tonight. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity.
Go back. I got to hear the squeal before I go to break.
This is the opportunity.
Back him up to Einstein where him go. Rick, no.
In the history of the spoken word,
listen when he
and
gets it wrong.
it is as follows.
Listen to the breath.
In
Listen.
the middle of opportunity.
Rick, listen.
Listen.
In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity.
Hey, don't forget, that's his favorite quote in the history of the spoken word. And he don't even know it.
If you're going to speak your favorite quote in the history of the spoken word, you got to get it right.
You got to know it off the top of your head.
But he's got a master's in communication.
Yes, he does.
But he had to pause. He waited 10
That's
seconds.
what I wouldn't.
master's in communication.
Rick and Bubba.
Now, Eddie Van Adler says that this golden piece of YouTube video of this Republican, what's his name, Phil something?
Yeah. What's
Davidson.
That?
Phil Davidson.
Thank you.
Ed
Davidson.
Orgeron.
Yeah. That later in the speech that he asked for a response from the crowd saying desperate times call for what?
Okay,
If we
all
could
right,
try to find.
I'm gonna try to find it here. Let's see where we're at.
All right, here he goes.
If nominated tonight, I promise each and every person in this room,
Greg.
I will hit the ground running, come out swinging, and end up winning.
Greg, his face.
Look at him.
Cliche City.
He had too many
Let's send a
monsters.
message tonight to the people of Stark
check his
County
notes.
and to the people of the Stark County Democratic Party.
Here it is.
We're tired of business as usual.
That's right.
Drastic times require what?
Here it is.
Drastic measures, yes! Thank you. Drastic times
He just
require
thanked him.
drastic measures.
I got to hear that again. He can't believe somebody
Listen,
answered
he
it.
thanks him for it.
Drastic measures, yes! Business as usual. Drastic times require what? Drastic measures, yes! Thank you. Drastic times require drastic measures.
And I heard he lived in the van down by the river too.
Oh, my gosh.
Rick, can you imagine if the camera panned back and there's just a group of, for instance, first and second graders sitting there?
Or there were 3 people.
All sitting Indian style.
And they were horrified. Their faces were
Or an 80-year-old woman checking her watch?
Rick and Bubba.